torn down and set on fire, destroying a village's peaceful coexistence. Brick by brick, however, it is the Muslims of Seoul who are rebuilding this church. It is their way of showing that Muslim anger wasn't directed against the Coptic minority. Instead, they say, the dispute stemmed from an interfaith relationship between a Christian man and a Muslim woman, a dispute that boiled down to a question of honor.
People were angry and looking for the Christian boy and believed he was hiding in the church. What they found were compromising photos of Muslim women from the village. They then burned the church.
A conflict born from a cultural gap between Muslims and Copts was then turned into a sectarian issue. No Christian was killed in Seoul. The two people who died, both Muslims, were the father and uncle of the Muslim girl involved, killed during an inter-family dispute. But the burning of the church sparked clashes kilometers away in the suburbs of Cairo, leaving 13 dead in the worst sectarian violence seen in months.
The church burning was a dispute confined to this village, but it has not affected Muslim-Christian relations here. Those clashes were political. There are those who want to incite strife.
Here in Seoul, Copts and Muslims say they have always lived in harmony. Riyadh says Copts are now satisfied following the army's decision to rebuild the church. But for Copts elsewhere, there are other demands. They protested for days following the clashes, voicing long-standing demands for better treatment and fairer laws.
Egypt has had a history of sectarian tensions. In fact, violence between the two communities has been on the rise over the past year, and more incidents cannot be ruled out, simply because Egypt's Copts have grievances they want addressed.
Banners at the entrance to the village call for unity. Privately, though, Copts fear the church is not being built on a solid foundation, a structure that could prove as fragile as the peaceful coexistence that has now, for the time being at least, been restored. Zeina, Khodr, Al Jazeera, Helwan Province, Egypt.